What is going on, everybody? It's Francis. I'm back again with a day 3 of MoonRise, the 33 days of MoonRise. We did have one day between 1 and 2, but here we are with day 3. Let's get going.
I'm about to reveal one of the craziest strategies we've ever created in a Lestral's card game. Get ready for Volclips.
Volclips.
Before we jump into today's reveals, I just want to take a second and say thank you guys for your incredible support on our Kickstarter campaign for a Lestral's Clash.
Hitting the goal in less than a day. Hitting 250,000 in 7 hours. Really.
We are officially fully funded at the time of me recording this video and closing in on 300,000, which don't look, we might have passed it by the time you guys see this. So big shout outs there, which includes some incredible unlocks. Our highest tiers of Creator and Divine are actually all gone, which is nuts, but you still have time to get into this project, get all of these epic tiers, get all these epic rewards, and be a part of us building something incredible. So thank you guys so much for helping us fund a Lestral's Clash. I can't wait to see how this campaign goes. Enjoy the MoonRise reveals. All right, let's kick this one off with the brand new Lunar Alestral Voldusk.
Voldusk, which is the little fox we saw in the trailer back when he first shut it off. When you cast Lunar Phase, you can draw a card and return Luna from your underworld to your spirit deck. This effect can be activated only twice each turn. Thank God they put a limit on that because, well, from what we've seen from previews and whatnot, the Lunar Phases are going to be counter runes, so you could, the most you could probably do at a time is 4 if you were to do any Lunar Phases because of the them being counter runes.
Voldusk is a 1 attacker with 5 defense that has an incredible effect. When you cast Lunar Phase, you can draw a card or return a Lunar Spirit from your underworld to your spirit deck. This effect can be activated only twice each turn, and that also includes your opponent's turns as well. So this card can hit the field as an incredible defensive wall with 5 defense, and it can grant you incredible draw power or healing power while utilizing the Lunar Phase cards. Now obviously this effect is only as good as the Lunar Phases are, so let me break it down for you. The Lunar Phase mechanics are some of the most ambitious cards that we've ever created, and they span the 8 different Lunar Phases, taking advantage of our titles in our game, which means that the cards are named Lunar Phase, but they all have a different title that goes through the 8 phases of the moon, allowing you to play up to 3 copies of each of these 8 cards in your deck to capitalize and maximize on this strategy. It is going to be a comprehensive deck.
Yeah, no one's going to be playing 3 of each Lunar Phase because that's like more than half your deck. Yeah, that's that's more than half your deck.
I can't wait to share more with you in tomorrow's video, but first I will share one of them with you, and that is Lunar Phase New Moon. New Moon is a 1-cost invoke rune that's...
Oh, it's an invoke. Okay, so I saw most of them being counters, so this must be an invoke. Target an Alestral in the field and suppress it until the end phase. You may expend Luna equal to the target card's enchantment cost and discard a Luna Phase. If you do, destroy it. Wow. Interesting, for sure. So this one will be played on your side.
And Alestral on the field and suppress it until the end phase, shutting off its effects. Then you may expend a Lunar Spirit equal to the targeted card's enchantment cost and discard a Lunar Phase. If you do, destroy it. So you can actually expend Lunar Spirits equal to that card's enchantment cost and just discard a Lunar Phase, which again, you'll have a ton of...
Feels like this is a new version of PTA.
In your deck, and you get to destroy an Alestral with this card. This is incredible removal, and it sets the stage for what Voldusk can do while providing you an insane draw engine, or essentially reducing the cost of some of these cards. Like I said, when I peel the whole curtain back on the 8 different Lunar Phases, I think a lot of you guys are going to be really stoked. I think this is going to be a fun deck to explore with a really unique identity, and I can't be more excited about what we cooked up with this. I want to give a shout out to Words and Jack Hiomu. We worked really hard on brewing this together with the rest of our testing team, and this is a really cool endeavor for our game. I hope you guys love it as much as we do. Let's talk about the next card in the line, and that is Volumbra. Volumbra is the...
Ooh, look at that! It's its ascension. It goes from a 1/5 to a 5/7. That's a heck of an upgrade.
Ascension to Voldusk, and it is a 5 attacker with 7 defense with an incredibly powerful effect. When you discard a...
On your main page, you can special ascend your Voldusk into Volumbra, which is the Kitsune, which is the face of this. When you cast Lunar Phase Full Moon, you can special ascend this Voldusk into Volclips. Oh. Wait a minute. Huh? Yeah. This is the Volumbra. Volclips is the big one.
A lunar phase during your main phase, you can special ascend your Voldusk to this Volumbra from your hand. So you're gonna have to figure out how you want to discard those lunar phases, but there are gonna be some cards that allow that to happen a little bit easier, as you've already seen with Lunar Phase New Moon. When you cast Lunar Phase Full Moon, you can special ascend this Volumbra to Volclips from your deck. So you have the opportunity to play full
Interesting that says from your deck, but it doesn't say your hand. So how does that work?
Moon, which you guys don't know about yet. You don't know what it does yet, but it's very good. You get to play Full Moon, and then you can actually turbo this into Volclips, the final ascension of this incredible Lunar Alestral line. Let's talk about Volclips. Volclips, the Lunar Cycle Alestral, comes to the field with 6 attack and 12 defense as a 3 lunar, and it represents all of the different lunar phases. An incredible Alestral design with an incredibly powerful effect. This Volclips gets
for each different title among lunar phases in your underworld. So it can go up to +8, I guess. That's 8. That's 14. Yeah, it can go up to 14. You can shuffle 8 lunar phases with different titles from your underworld into your deck in order to return an opponent's field to their hand. That's interesting, but then it loses the GG.
+1 attack for each different title among lunar phase in your underworld. So there's 8 different lunar phases that you can play. If you have all 8 different ones in your underworld, this gets 8 attack added to it. Then you can shuffle 8 lunar phases with different titles, so all 8 of them, from your underworld into your deck to return your entire opponent's field back to their hand. And then you have the opportunity with Volclips to attack and deal some massive damage. An incredibly powerful effect. And I will say that getting those 8 lunar phases to the underworld is not as crazy of a task as it may seem, because you could probably guess that some of them will enable some of that gameplay to allow it to happen a little bit easier. Volclips is going to be a menace. I think this card has a lot of potential to be.
He says that a lot of times about a lot of these cards, but then they end up not being that crazy.
Incredibly powerful in MoonRise, and the lunar phases are most certainly going to make a splash when MoonRise hits. So get ready for those pre-orders, because this is going to be so hype on November 15th when we open those up. Don't forget, Kickstarter backers get to watch these reveals one day early, so make sure you check out Alestral's Clash right now on Kickstarter. It's going to be so hype. I can't wait to have MoonRise and Alestral's Clash, and we're all playing together. It's going to be crazy, man. We're really doing some big things, and I want to thank everybody who's been supporting.
Alright, so that's the MoonRise for today. Yeah, like I said, he gets very excited for everything, which I understand. He is the creator and everything, but I just could see multiple ways of this losing. GG stops it immediately. Oh, I GG you. Next turn, I hit you with the rolls. You lose it. Boom. This is going to be one of those ones that he thinks it's like, oh, it's going to be like this great card that now, haven't seen any of the lunar phases but that first one, so we'll have to see how that all looks. But I can see a GG out in this. I can see so many other things, just like the better players like the Coders of the world and Swolax, Wirtz, and all of them are going to be able to sit there and play around this and actually just wreck this. But that is going to be your Volclips and other. This is your reveal for MoonRise Day 3. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.